All right, today we are diving deep into some really impressive numbers from Eternal Hospitality Group. They're on this huge mission to take a Japanese classic global, and their latest quarterly report, well, it tells an absolutely fascinating story about their strategy and their ambition. So let's just start with the one number that made everybody's jaw drop: 78.9%. That is the year-on-year jump in their net profit. It's a massive, massive number. So our job today is to figure out how in the world did they pull that off? And here's the full picture. I mean, you can see it's just healthy growth all around. Sales are up almost 15%, which is great all on its own. Operating profit up nearly 22%. But that net profit number, that nearly 80% leap, that's where the real story is. This wasn't just a good quarter for them. This was a total breakout quarter. So how did they do it? Well, first off, you've got to understand the context. They managed to pull off this incredibly strong start in what is a really, really tough market for pretty much the entire restaurant industry right now. This slide just perfectly lays out the tightrope they're walking. On one side, you've got all the headwinds hitting everybody. Costs are going up for ingredients, for energy, for labor, even for building new stores. But on the other side, they are in the perfect position to catch some huge tailwinds. We're talking a massive wave of inbound tourism and really solid demand from people dining out at home. So their whole strategy is about batting down the costs while riding those growth waves as hard as they can. And all of this success is fueling their core mission, what they call their global yakitori vision. See, this isn't just about opening more restaurants in Japan. No, their goal is so much bigger. They want to make yakitori a household name everywhere, just like sushi or ramen. And here it is, right from their own philosophy. Our vision is to create a global yakitori family. You know, that's not just some corporate tagline they put on a poster. It is literally the blueprint for everything they're doing. It's this powerful idea of a huge worldwide community built around just enjoying some great grilled skewers. And you can see they are already well on their way. They've got a foothold in key spots across Asia and even in the US. But check out where they're aiming next: Southeast Asia. They're specifically targeting places like Vietnam and the Philippines. This shows you there's a real deliberate plan here for this global expansion. And they are not wasting any time. I mean, just think about this for a second. 4 new international restaurants opened in just the last 3 months. That's an incredible pace, and it shows you just how serious they are about making that global yakitori family a reality, and fast. Okay, now we get to what I think is the most brilliant part of their strategy. To really pour fuel on this global fire, they did a major corporate reorganization. This is a classic move you see with smart companies that are scaling up. It's all about making them faster, more agile, and way more efficient. So before we look at the before and after, let's just quickly get on the same page about what a company split even means here. They're basically taking the big main company and breaking it into smaller, more specialized teams. The whole point is to give each team a single, laser-focused job so they can move way faster and adapt to their own market without getting bogged down. So this was the old setup. You had the one big parent company, Eternal Hospitality Group, at the top, and it was trying to directly manage everything in Japan. It's simple, sure, but as you get bigger and bigger, a structure like this can get really slow and clunky. And boom, here is the new supercharged structure. Now, the main parent company is free to think about one thing and one thing only: the big global picture. Underneath it, they've created a whole new company just for the Japanese market. And then, under that, they've split their main brand into an East Japan team and a West Japan team. It's kind of like this. The parent company is the team owner, focused on the whole league. The Japan company is the head coach for the home country, and the East and West companies, they're the special teams coaches focused on winning in their specific regions. It is all about focus and speed. All right, so all this growth and restructuring sounds really exciting, but here's the big question. Is it actually sustainable? Is the foundation solid? Well, let's take a look at their financial health, because the numbers show that this whole expansion is being built on some seriously solid ground. Here is the key number when you're talking about financial stability. It's called the equity ratio. The easiest way to think about it is this. It's a measure of how much of the company is funded by its own money versus money it borrowed. Theirs has gone up to 47.8%. And just like with your own finances, a higher number is always better. It means they're getting stronger and have more of a cushion. Yeah, if you look at their whole balance sheet, it's pretty much a clean bill of health. Their assets are growing, but their total debt has actually gone down. That means the company's real value, its net assets, has grown a ton. And that little jump in the equity ratio we just saw, that's the proof. They're figuring out how to grow and become less risky at the exact same time. It's impressive stuff.
Okay, so they've got a fantastic first quarter in the bag, they've got a brand new corporate structure built for speed, and their finances are looking solid. So what's next? Well, from where the company is sitting, the road ahead looks pretty clear, and they are signaling nothing but confidence.
Now, this is really interesting. Even after that incredible first quarter, they're not changing their predictions for the rest of the year. And that's not because they think things are going to slow down. No way. It's because this amazing performance was part of their plan all along. It's basically them saying, yep, we're on track. It's a huge statement of belief in their own strategy. And so that really leaves us with the million-dollar question, right? They've got the vision, they have the strategy, they've got the money and the momentum. They are literally built for speed now, both at home and overseas. So can they do it? Can they actually elevate yakitori from a Japanese favorite into a global phenomenon that everybody knows and loves, just like they did with sushi? Based on what we've seen this quarter, they are making a very, very convincing argument.